Good evening. It is Thursday night, and I wanted to do a chart analysis because, as we all know, it is NFP Friday on tomorrow. So I wanted to get into, first of all, the news that we have here. Looking at 8:30 in the morning, we have some CAD and USD news. We have some USD red folder news, which we want to pay close attention to. And at 10 o'clock, we also have some red folder news on USD. We have orange folder news at 10 as well. The non-farm employment change is one of the ones that we tend to look at closely when we are trading on the charts, or if we choose not to trade, because as we all know, it is unpredictable, even more unpredictable than usual, and very volatile. So I just wanted to bring that to y'all's attention. On tomorrow, if you cannot see what I'm seeing, let's go over to the charts. For the charts, I am going to look at two pairs in gold. As we have here on the chart currently, I am looking at UJ. So I had marked this up way back in November around this time. So it's been a month. It's been on a decline for a month on the daily chart. So it broke below this parallel trending zone. And let's see what the EMA for this is. Still on the 200, like I love to see it on the higher time frames. But if you can see the 200 EMA that it is respecting, because we have some wicks, even though it dropped down to the lower end trend and broke that area here. So since we have a huge rejection candle, it's a daily rejection candle, and then we have this next candle that printed out that we still have about 18 hours on the daily. Let's drop down in UJ and see if we can reset this chart to see exactly what's going on. So we have it actually at a level. Let's see here. There may be a couple levels. Let's look on the 1 hour chart and see what it can be respecting in respects to that. So we have some zones here that I want to drop on the 4 hour, and then we'll go from there. So we have this zone here, and I will change it to yellow since we cannot see it. Sorry, y'all. There we go. This is what I'm looking for, and I'll mark it up yellow here so we can see that there is a huge area, a strong area here where we have support and resistance on the 4 hour chart, which is where I tend to look for support and resistance. We got an area here on the US dollar on the 4 hour, and see how it is supporting or resisting here and supporting here. So we're going to pay close attention to that, and it is trending below our 200 EMA. So currently we're going to look at downtrend. So I'd be looking for sells unless there's a heavy level of support. Remember that you never buy at we never sell at support, never buy at resistance. We want to see those moves to where they either break through or respect those areas before we get into anything for a sell. So what we're looking at here is on the 4 hour, we have some heavy zones on the 4 hour that was previously drawn up, but since it's nighttime, I have the dark vision on for that. So excuse me, y'all, if you will. We have some consolidation in this area, so we want to see it either break, retrace up to these areas of imbalance, or to this area of the trend line, and retest those areas to continue down. overall trend, I would say, would go down to this area on the daily, 137.970 as our levels before we get to see some activity that would be worth anything in trading. So right now, if we look at UJ on the lower time frames, 15-minute chart, it has built up a level of support in this area, and since it has built an area of support, we're going to see if it's going to respect it. Now, there was a lower high here, a lower low here, and then if it is still going to the downtrend, I'm going to look for a supply area, which would be right here. So since it tapped into that supply area, we want to see how that candle closes, and if it will continue down, maybe you can get you some pips from about here to here, which is about quite a few pips. It's quite a few pips. So if we can get some pips down to that area, I would set my sell here. Once we see if this candle closes, if it closes bullish, then I would continue to watch to see if it's going to break above that resistance area. But for now, that's all I've got. We're still looking for a downtrend unless there was some exceptional break above resistance. So just be really watchful on US DJPY right now, and let's go to my favorite, which is gold. I haven't did an analysis on gold in a while. So on gold, we are on an uptrend, just looking because we are trending above the 200 EMA. Dropping down to the 4-hour chart, we have some consolidation, a consolidation zone here in this area. And we're going to look for the consolidation zone to either, especially since this was a higher low and then we have a lower low here. I want to see if this consolidation, because we know consolidation happens, it tends to move towards a breakout. So we want to see, since we are in an overall uptrend, if it will continue. But I'm also looking at this huge rejection candle to see if it's starting to reverse to a downtrend. So gold, I will probably just sit and wait and see if I have any significant moves above or below these zones. Moving on from gold to GJ, which will be my last analysis for tonight before NFP Friday. And on GJ, let's see what we have here. Like I said before, we have this area of support, and as you can see, the wicks went down past that area of support on the daily chart, but the body did not close below those areas. So I would say that that trend is still being respected, but we have to also look at this strong area of resistance up here. We have a double top. So I would say that would be my zone for the most recent movement, and we want to see if the trend is going to break below or above. Moving down to the lower time frames, we have some consolidation here, some imbalances up here, but noticeable that it is trending below the 200 EMA. So if I were to trade, I'd trade either on the 30-minute chart or the 15-minute chart. But going down as low as those areas, we also have these zones of support and resistance here as well. Have a double top here, and we also want to see if these current candles are going to break above or below. So I would not do anything with gold. We have a double bottom essentially here. So I'd like to see some huge confirmations. I like to have more than one confirmation on these pairs and gold before I would make any serious moves. And just be aware of NFP on tomorrow, y'all. Practice safe risk management. Follow your rules. And if you don't see anything that's saying, hey, here I am available to trade, just don't take the trade. Be a mature trader. Be disciplined. Follow your rules. And I hope you have a wonderful NFP Friday weekend. And I'm out until next week. Talk to you guys soon. Goodbye.